Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video. I'm super excited because I've been wanting to do this for a while, but 9 months ago I got surgery on my broken wrist. I got a plate, 13 screws, carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel surgery, and I'm just ready to stop limiting myself and get back to all the activities I used to do prior to breaking my wrist. First and foremost, if you have broken your wrist or you've never done a handstand before, please consult your physician. If you've had a broken wrist and surgery and physical therapy, consult your physical therapist. Do not try any of this right after surgery or even the first few months after physical therapy. I was cleared to start doing handstands and cartwheels after 5 months. I was cleared to start doing things like volleyball where you're bumping the ball with your forearm right here. I was cleared after about 4 to 5 months to start playing volleyball, and I was cleared after about 4 months to start doing push-ups. So I've tried over this past summer to do a handstand and it definitely hurt, so I just stopped doing it. But over these next 5 days, I'm going to focus every single day for at least 20 minutes on strengthening exercises I've learned in physical therapy, some stretching that I also like to do, and last but not least, I'm going to get my handstand in the next 5 days without it hurting. So I'm gonna walk you through everything that I do here, and hopefully this helps you if you're looking to get back or even start to do a handstand. All right, let's get started. I actually cleared this space in my kitchen right here just to have a space against the wall because I'm going to practice doing handstands against the wall. I have a nice big blanket and I'll probably put it down here for comfort because I swear this is not my dog's blanket. He just thinks any blanket is his. But definitely if you have broken your wrist, you're gonna wanna make sure you're trying handstands somewhere that is comfortable for your wrist, even just to start off with. Okay, so one of the first stretching moves. So one of the first stretching moves I'm going to do is this right here. I kind of like to put pressure on my wrists back and forth, and if anything is hurting, especially hurting severely, stop doing it. This causes me no pain at all, and it just wakes up those muscles right in your hands. I'm gonna take this around here and kind of stretch this as well. Another stretch I'm going to do is rolling around my wrists both ways. I'm gonna start warming up with a few push-ups. I've been doing push-ups for about 4 or 5 months now. They recommend doing push-ups starting on your knees, and I can do a few push-ups off my knees, but I'm definitely working on that upper body strength still. So this you want to make sure you're doing every day just for strengthening. That's definitely going to help with your handstand. I'm also going to do a few things from yoga like downward facing dog. This helps put pressure on my wrists as well to stretch them out, and it helps with my legs, stretching my legs out as well, which feels good. For doing handstands, I'm actually going to stretch out my back a little bit, just rolling my shoulders back and forward, and then do a few cat-cow movements. This feels incredible whether you are looking to start doing handstands or not. Next, I'm going to start actually getting into a handstand, so I just want to kind of prep my body. I'm going to go down on my forearms, put my hands together, and just put my feet up. I'm kind of prepping my arms for the feeling it's going to be when my full weight is on my arms. And of course, you'll be using your forearm as well, but this kind of helps us to start getting your body used to it and woken up to how much weight is going to be on your arms. I'm doing something I was doing before and just put weight on my hands, see how my body feels with it. You can even do some push-ups here just to strengthen this as well. But next, if this feels good, if you're putting some of your body weight on your hands, you can bend your elbows back and forth. Test your strength a little bit, see if it feels good. Just start lifting like 1 foot up at a time. Next, I'm gonna make sure I'm a good distance away from the wall, but still close enough where I can get there, and just practice kicking up. So I'm gonna kick up with 1 foot and my second foot follows. But I just wanna test how much weight I can put on my wrist without it starting to hurt.
I don't wanna stay here, no.
this right here is a little bit of my limit. I am definitely feeling it in my wrist a little bit. It just feels a little tight and a little sore. So maybe I'll just give the blanket area over to Mushu and call it a good day one. But in all seriousness, you definitely need to take this slow. If something is hurting, please listen to your body. The worst thing that could happen for you is that you re-injure something or you injure something else. So during this whole process, make sure you're listening to your body. So right now, kind of after I just tried some strength exercises, I'm gonna go back and do a little bit more stretching because that tends to feel a lot better on the wrist.
Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground.
Massaging out my scars feels really good as well. I have this scar here on my hand that feels a little bit tight sometimes, especially when I'm doing those strengthening exercises. So I'm just gonna make sure I rub this out.
You gotta understand.
Okay, day one for me was just about 10 minutes. My wrist is feeling a lot better now that I've stretched it out a bit. It's feeling pretty good. It does still feel a little bit tight here, but honestly for me, I need to get back into doing more stretching, more strengthening exercises for my hand and my wrist if I want to get better, and I want to do all the activities that I've done before. So start slow. Today was 10 minutes for day one. Let's see how day two goes. Day two, let's do this.
That we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
My arms are a little sore today, I think, because I was doing some push-ups yesterday. Okay, once you've worked on kicking up either with one foot or both feet a number of times and that feels comfortable for you, use the wall to start your handstand. So day two, I've stretched, I've strengthened. I'm gonna see how this handstand against the wall goes, see how long I can hold it for. Let's see how it goes.
wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old.
So day two went pretty well. I'm really excited that I at least got into a handstand, even just for 1 second. I can definitely feel it now, even a little bit in my right wrist, because I'm just not used to doing any of this for like a full year. So I probably only did all of the wall exercises for like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna do more stretching, relax a little bit, but I think that's progress. But at the end of these 5 days, I want to do a handstand off the wall and hold it. So day three, I'm not feeling sore at all today, so I'm pretty excited to get started.
Look back at this summer night. This summer night.
So if you're feeling comfortable going up to the wall, the next step for me is I like to take a 1 step away because that feels more like you're doing it without the wall. So that's like the next thing I like to practice. That was awesome, getting into a handstand quickly. I haven't held it yet, as you can see, just like hitting and go back down. And I'm still touching the wall with my toes when I go up, but like serious progress. I know this factually that when you work on something, obviously you get better at it, but sometimes just putting in the work to do things is like the hardest part. Is it day 4? I think this is day 4, which is scary because tomorrow is the last day I have to get a handstand and to hold it a little bit. Like I can hit really quick, but I just haven't been able to keep it up there. I do think we're in a good place with this. I think we can get it by tomorrow, so let's warm up.
In the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We never need a.
So if you can do these kick-ups, like I'm literally kicking my 1 foot to the other when I go up there. I would just keep trying them, like trying to do them like up to 10 times.
We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from
I hope that was enough to get a full handstand by tomorrow. Day 5, we're taking it outside.
dancing by the lakeside. Gotta do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do.
Bionic arm initiated.
Wow, I am so excited. That was definitely a success and a lot further than I was on day one. When I did a cartwheel, it did hurt just like a little bit, so maybe that's the next step I'm going to do with working on the activities that I wanted to do after breaking my wrist and healing. But what I just want to say is that don't be afraid. If you have clearance from your doctor, your surgeon, your physical therapist, don't be afraid to start working on the activities that you used to love and that you want to get back to. It can be really scary. And I was scared for a while. Surfing is something I still haven't gotten back to because paddling a lot and then trying to get up on your board with your hands, I just don't feel as confident as I used to doing that. So take those first baby steps and start working towards what you have wanted to get back to. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys back here next week. I am taking Gregory on a surprise date for his birthday. You're not gonna wanna miss next week's video. Bye guys.